Hey everybody, it's Motley Patriot here, reporting back from the field. For all you that are wondering what's going on, besides dodging people driving an excessive rate of speed at our favorite Thai restaurant, we just had a good meeting with Nick Freitas, and cause for celebration with some nice pinto Thai, woohoo. Anyway, one of the things that I spoke to Mr. Freitas about was we came up with a shared interest about the importance of all of us being more involved, and that we all are actually influencers, and how important that is. It's kind of the cost of doing freedom, kind of paying your freedom tax, if you will. It's a big deal that you get out there and do your part to influence. One thing we talked about that's very common in dealing with some of these shenanigans is that it's almost always the same usual players, same usual suspects that are causing trouble. And a lot of them are cross-pollinating back and forth in different organizations to try to bring about their own agenda, which typically tends to follow a lot of this extreme woke stuff. And they use a lot of different inroads to sort of nefariously sneak in and sort of overrule the will of the people. So you really have to exercise some due diligence. You got to stay out there. You got to stay involved. One other comment, another individual mentioned to me was, again, the importance of staying local and germinating from your own community and staying community focused. That's a big thing, because we're really sensitive to what's going on in our own community. So it gives us a lot of power to speak truth to power, or should I say, it gives us a lot of power to speak truth to power, because we're boots on the ground, we see what's going on, we know who the players are. So we have a lot of power. And speaking with Nick, one thing that resonated with him, which I found interesting because it was kind of my suspicion, and he sort of reinforced that, was that a lot of times when federal funds are coming down the pike, a lot of the players and a lot of the outcomes are sort of predetermined. They predetermine what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. So a lot of times what looks organic, like, oh, we're going to reach out in the community and do good things, a lot of times it's kind of a ruse to go after very specific intended outcome. That is to say, what I got from Nick is there's a bigger conversation here. No matter how well intended some of these organizations are, that it's usually very specific people that are going to spend those funds in very specific ways, and almost always very specifically politically driven and politically connected. So do your due diligence out there. A lot of these NEA grants are sort of working toward bringing in a lot of graffiti and urban art and sort of wiping out a lot of the history of a lot of these rural towns in Virginia. So stay focused, stay involved, reach out, and together we can make a positive influence. Motley Patriot out. Thanks, Nick.